Our sutra for this week is Sutra 243, Kaya Indriya Siddhi Asudhi Kshayat Tapasaha. By austerity, impurities of body and senses are destroyed and occult power is gained. So tapas is defined in so many different ways, and I think it's super cool because tapas means burning away, right? It is to burn. But it also means to undergo suffering without causing suffering. So the idea is that regardless of what we face in our lives, these challenges, these obstacles, right, that we have enough tapas, we have enough internal fire to burn away what we don't need to hold, to come through these challenges with great power and strength that is truly ours, that holds our individual soul's capability. It's very much chakra 3, it's very manipura, right? This divine spark, this lustrous gem, this I have enough power to shine out into the world and to be in my space of will, to be confident, to own my soul, but to honor that in moments of my path, I'm going to have suffering. In moments of my path, I'm going to go through hell. Life is very hard. And so in that space, can I do that? Knowing my own capability, can I do that with the soul's wisdom to know that I am strong enough, period, without question. It isn't can I or can't I, it's how do I do this? And knowing that the soul knows, the soul is strong enough. We think about karmas, we've been talking about that a lot, that this is part of the path. This is part of what's been chosen. So in that space, knowing I can do this, but I also have to be very aware of what I'm doing because this has been laid out for me. Can I now exhaust this karma and not have to relive this again, not have to do this again? Or am I going to fall into that same patterning where the tapas is burning, but now it's just spinning in the same space? It's not moving anything through. The idea of suffering without causing pain. This is really important because I think as we suffer, we want others to suffer. Grumpy loves grumpy. So we need to be able to be in that space of, I know that I'm having a hard time and that my life is hard for me right now, but can I then not spill that all over everyone, right? And we've been talking about that a lot with all of these. And as we go through these niyamas, can I be in the space of my own process without pissing someone else off or without making someone grumpy or without engaging in conflict? And I think, that really becomes the challenge. Can I face what I have to face in the midst of the world still spinning? And can I stay kind? And can I stay compassionate? And can I stay empathetic? Or even having that silent space of saying, do I need to remove myself from this environment right now so that I can sit still in what I need to sit still in? For me, individually, when my little brother was murdered, without tapas, without that understanding, I don't think I would have gotten out of bed. It took so much of my will and so much of my own personal internal fire to get up and get moving again. But for me, I have a lot of rajas, and the tamas, the lethargy, the darkness was grabbing, and I knew that if I didn't get up and moving, I wouldn't. If I didn't get up and get moving, I wouldn't. So, we have to pay attention to those things too. How much tapas do I need and what do I need it for? Sometimes we need tamas. Sometimes we need to sit still, and sometimes we need to be in that space of sitting and understanding and slowing down. So, tapas. We let the fire build. We never let the pilot light go out. It's always lit, right? We get to decide how high to turn it up or how low to turn it down, but it's always lit. As soon as, the fire goes out, it takes so much to get that rebuilt again. And depression does that. Depression, it tends to put out the fire, and then you see this just struggle to try to get that lit again and to try to get things moving and get things burning again. So honor the tapas is really important, but movement is really important, but equally important is stillness and to be in that space of calming down as well. All right, Shanti.